Welcome to Ageless Runner. I'm Ralph. So I recently registered for my first race of 2023, a half marathon, and it's in about 6 weeks. But for the last 6 weeks, I've not been very consistent in running it all, and there's lots of reasons for that. I'm not going to go into, it's not important. But if I'm going to be successful and finish this race, I need to be consistent in the next 6 weeks. So I'm here to talk to you about how to be a more consistent runner and build a habit of running. So persistent and consistent are similar but a little different. Being persistent is doing something when maybe you don't feel like it or conditions aren't ideal. For example, it's cloudy out today and it's maybe drizzling. You don't want to go around, but you do it anyway because you're persistent in wanting to meet your objective. Consistency, on the other hand, is regularity. You want to run 3 days a week? You go run 3 days a week. Week in, week out. That's being consistent. Now, if one of those 3 days is, like I said, it's drizzling, you don't want to go out, you do it anyway, that's being persistent. So they're both important in being a successful runner. So there's really 4 things you need to do to build a habit to be consistent. The first thing is a trigger. You need something that's obvious that tells you to do what it is you want to do. For example, many years ago, I decided it would be a good idea to drink a glass of water when I get up in the morning. Your body's dehydrated overnight. And so to start building that habit, the night before, I would set a water glass on the kitchen counter. I get up, see that glass, and say, oh yeah, I want to drink a glass of water. So I would do that. So you need to have those triggers for your running. There's several ideas you can pursue to do that. One, for example, is put in your calendar. If you have a smartphone, you can put a reminder in your calendar, say the night before, to go run tomorrow, or go run in 2 days. However early you want to set your trigger, put it in your calendar. You can put it on a wall calendar even. Mark it in red. I'm going to go run tomorrow. Kind of build your schedule. Another thing you do is set out your running gear. Set out the night before. Get up, you see that running gear, it's a trigger. Oh yeah, I want to go run. So anything you can do to make it obvious that you want to go run, have that trigger. Now what that trigger should do is create a desire in you. When you see your running clothes, you think, oh, I get to go run, I get to be out in the sun, I get to take another step in my training plan to run that race. I get to work up a sweat that'll make me feel more relaxed. I get some alone time and some kind of desire or craving that you have for running. For example, a non-running related example, I went to the grocery store this morning. This one my wife and I go to. You walk in the door, on the left there's a bakery, and on the right there's a little coffee shop. And whenever I walk in there, I smell the coffee. I smell the baker too. And I always go get a coffee there. They have good coffee and I like it. So the smell create a desire or a craving in me to have coffee. Now your desire could also be something physical, like improving your health. So for example, you may think, oh, if I see my trigger, I get to go run. It's something I'll be doing proactive to improve my HDL, lower my blood sugar. So those desires and cravings can be various things, but find out what's right for you. So after you have your trigger and that trigger creates a desire, next thing you do is take the action, do that routine, do that habit. I would drink my glass of water. And the key thing here is you want to make it easy. And when I say easy in running, I'm not saying avoid hills or run slow. I'm talking about eliminating obstacles to running. For example, have the right gear, have running tennis shoes, have the right clothes to wear for the environment. If it's cold out, you're going to need some warm clothes. Make sure you have those. If you're doing a long run, you'll need water, you'll need food. Make sure you have something to bring those with you that's easy and convenient. So eliminate any obstacles. Make it easy for you to go out and do that run. Don't create anything that could inhibit you going out there and doing that. So another aspect in eliminating obstacles is have an idea in mind when and where you want to run, and pick those times that you most enjoy. For example, if you enjoy running after work, make sure you're running after work. If there's a certain path or certain route that you most enjoy, make sure you're doing it at those times. So by doing that, again, you're eliminating obstacles. You're not giving yourself a reason not to run. So do it when you most enjoy it, do it where you most enjoy it, and that'll help you be more consistent. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please scroll down and hit the like icon. That really helps my channel. Now the fourth step is reward. You need to give yourself a reward. I'm talking primarily a short-term reward. By that, you're done with your run, give yourself a reward. Maybe it's, take a shower, have something to eat, something fun to eat, a cup of coffee, a glass of orange juice, whatever you would enjoy, have that short-term reward. Could be just a general sense of well-being. Have that short-term reward. Now, you can also have a long-term reward. For example, maybe you're training for a race, so you're done with your run, maybe you visualize crossing the finish line, getting your runner's medal. That's kind of a short-term reward with a long-term benefit. And then when you do your race, you get that long-term reward from all those other runs you did. So have a reward, what makes you feel glad, what makes you feel satisfied after doing a run that you can reward yourself with. So my water glass example, my trigger of course was seeing the water glass, and my desire was to become hydrated, maybe feel a little better. And then the action was easy because my glass was already out, and my reward was after I drank the water, shortly thereafter I'd feel more energized. So again, have a trigger, fulfill a desire, make it easy to do your run, and have a reward. You do those 4 things and you'll be a much more consistent runner and build the habit of running. And consistency and persistence are 2 of the keys in being a successful runner. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please scroll down, hit that like icon, and I'd love to have you stick around. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe also. Thanks again and happy running.